Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Track 13, Black Jesus, featuring Papa Wu, You God, and Raekwon, produced by RZA, S6-.
Wow. I give this a 8-. And it's almost on the strength of the beat, Mel. I've loved this beat. The interplay between the
See, and like I said that cool like choir chanting,
I like
but it's
that.
Combined
And
with
then
like
you
Kung
get
Fu Scooby-Doo.
No, it's not Kung Fu Scooby-Doo. Mel, you're not
man.
hip. You don't know what's going on. Once again, this is such a staple of the RZA. You get that last week of December going between Christmas and New Year's. You get that sample, that feel, that Nat King Cole sort of feel by the fireplace, and the interplay between them is super dope.
Man, y'all crazy. Who want to be outside in wintertime in New York? You gonna freeze to death.
You don't know about that week, okay?
I know all about that week. I just stopped caring about that week after like 14 years old. It's a
good week. It's a good week.
It's a good week for the kids.
No, it's a good week to be on your bullshit, is what it is.
No, not no
It's
more.
It's a special time where you know what? Look, I'm gonna make arrangements will be made so everything's recorded. So I have that week to just be in that buttery mind state. That week between Christmas and New Year's mind state. It's a time to sit around and enjoy. If you don't know, you don't know. It's a time for the Twilight Zone.
I'm just wondering how you know, because...
By the way, I'm Jewish.
Because you gotta... Listen, this is a whole different subject, but you gotta understand it's a vibe, and Christmas is over now. It's over. It's the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's not It's the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 31st. New Year's is when it cuts off. All right, New Year's Day doesn't count. Although that's a separate vibe. That's a Twilight Zone vibe. And New Year's Eve is a little Twilight Zone vibe too. But you got to get some samurai films, some Twilight Zones, some James Bonds. You got to do you, okay? You got to get pizza, okay? You got to do whatever you like to do. You got to unwind and relax and get in that buttery mind state. Start planning ahead. Clear your shit together.
And pizza.
All right? You don't know because, listen, this is... Everyone who knows what I'm talking about is keyed in 1,000% right now. But those who don't, I understand. You know, it's a sickness.
I'm just trying to tell them the magic dies after the age of 13.
No, your magic died. All right? New Year's... listen, even though you want to watch a little Rob Zombie, you watch some Rob Zombie. It doesn't matter.
Who was trying to watch Lords of Salem on?
We watched Devil's Rejects one New Year's Eve. It was one of the GOAT New Year's Eve. We did a double feature of Devil's Rejects and Bossin' Up, the Snoop Dogg film.
We know about him.
It was the Devil's Rejects, Bossin' Up double feature, a 2005 double feature if there ever was one, and we were going into the year 2006. We're at Famous David's house.
I'd rather eat Famous Dave's and pretend like the world doesn't exist on New Year's Eve. Sounds much better to me. That New Year's Eve, real sus energy about it. I've never liked it. Okay, everybody was sitting around like holding their breath.
If you do it the right way, it's money, but you have to do it with 3 people or less.
Oh, see. Nah, man. I don't trust that new. Only good thing about New Year's Eve is when my dad would break out that sparkling Welch's. That was good. That's the good stuff. Okay. Everything else about it, nah. Like, and it's some people are in the New Year's, and then the other part of the country isn't there yet. Like, come on, it's bad. It's a bad thing all around. It's bad. But Black Jesus, not good, but not bad. Yeah, it's Papa Wu's talking crazy, man. I don't want to say he's talking crazy, but I'm not a Papa Wu fan. What can I say? He's taking up space all the time, just saying stuff. But he did make me laugh. Because he
Man
said,
said,
"Don't
I'm
you
not a
know?"
Papa Wu fan, and he's claiming that I'm going to be the reason he gets touched.
I mean, if they want to touch me, they want to touch me. Don't touch me. Unless you're these women that I'm about to lose my virginity to. But he said, don't you know if a man could take and flip himself inside out, God, he'll fall out and die if he sees the shit that goes on inside? And I laugh because I just thought about it in a literal sense. Yeah, if you physically flip yourself inside out, you would fall out and die. Your innards would spill all over the floor. It looked like a fatality. You would die. So I laughed. But then the beat comes in. It's odd. I think Riz is high. He's combining too many elements, man.
The and then you get the you don't know about that. You're not tapped in.
He's just throwing sounds in the beats now. All right.
You don't like when Raekwon says, "Hey yo, this shit be off the noggin, rocket."
He also said he meant to say Venetian blinds, but or then maybe this was You God. Was this You God? And whoever said they meant to say Venetian blinds, but they said Venetian blinds.
Oh my god!
Now all I need is a half gallon of weed. Proceed to bust this mic dick and make 3 seeds. Listen,
Ghostface on his verse talking about Wally Kings is right beside me. Tackle clubs, never rock lugs. I'm way above. Shots fired at lugs. He said, "Listen,
are fine. They're
yeah,
fine.
but he was into the Clark
they
Wallabies.
Ain't Tim's, but
that was the issue. They were similar looking. Lugs and Clark Wallabies were very similar in appearance. So he was saying those are the fake bullshit versions of the Wallies.
I bet you wouldn't say that to Birdman.
Bet he would.
Then again, he would. Doesn't seem like he's easily.
I think he would do it, and at a different point in time, he would have sent Papa Wu to maybe check on Birdman and Slim, and just say, "Is it Wu-Tang forever? Is it?" And maybe that's why Drake had all that Wu-Tang stuff on Nothing Was the Same. Maybe Birdman was being threatened behind the scenes.
Papa Wu checked him.
He's like, "Hey, well,
Drake,
maybe you talk about them Wu-Tangs.
Make one of them Wu-Tang records." Yeah, that's how it went. Ghostface, he said something interesting to me. Who want to rhyme? Who want to challenge the swordsman? They rock the fisherman hat like Gorton's. Okay, look, Gorton, that fish, 5+.
Taste of Gorton's fisherman.
Yeah, no, he's bad fish. Bad fish.
I haven't had Gordon's fish since 1998.
Oh, this. Praise the Lord that you don't subscribe to because you missed bad fish.
I've had it like twice, once at a friend's house and once because I think I got psyoped at said friend's house into thinking Gordon's was good. And then I got it.
He's the worst.
Or I had my dad get it for me. And he's like, "You sure you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Your dad knew. He knew.
You know that "You're sure you want this" Mel? Wait, what did your dad say that about?
It.
Tales from the Crypt, the original 1972 British Amicus film.
Yeah, when I thought I was getting
"You sure you want this?"
John Cassier.
So my dad hit me with the "You sure you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've had it. It's good." And he was like, "Okay." So I got it, and that shit was garbage. It was just I didn't taste the Gordon's fisherman that time.
Gorton, I got something for you. All right, because you've been harassing my home for too long. My dad bringing in fish sticks home. Okay, this is all I gotta say about that.
Garbage from King Garbage of the Garbage Dynasty.
Worst fish in the game.
It's been a while since we heard that one.
Yeah, because you only have to bring it out for real garbage, okay? And he's garbage. I'm on his website right now. He's talking about his taco night. I'm not using that fish for no tacos.
Hell? Okay? It's taco night. What do you have to do with it?
No, because he thinks his fish is good enough for fish tacos, and it's not. Absolutely not.
Dude, you make a certain kind of fish. Let's be clear.
Okay? His fish is so bad, I would prefer Long John Silver's fish, which I also think is terrible.
You ever have that Arthur Treacher's fish and chips?
Arthur Treacher.
Sometimes it would be connected to like a Nathan's.
Let me see. Arthur Treacher. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a fast food company. Okay. All right, they fish look all right.
There used to be a Nathan's.
Oh, I like how these fries look.
It was near the Roosevelt Field Mall on Old Country Road on Long Island, and they had an Arthur Treacher's fish and chips inside, and an arcade.
Oh, arcade, huh?
You get Nathan's, you get a hot dog, you get a freaking fish and chips, you get some arcade games in there, and we haven't even made it to the mall yet. Dan knows what I'm talking about. Maybe. Jesse knows what I'm talking about. Maybe.
Man, talking about maybe. True. Like Sean P. Yeah, look, I can't. Gorton needs to get his boat taken. Fishing license.
I can't believe you don't like the Black Jesus beat.
No.
I feel like that's anti-black and against your religion. Or,
it's not my...
the religion that, you were once
the one I was raised in.
But that you betrayed.
I don't disown it. I'm not an active subscriber. It's like, they're like, are you sure you want to leave? And I'm like, well, look, I'm just postponing the subscription. I may be back. When they're like, are you going to come back? And I'm like, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm out here. All right.
I used to do this thing, which thank God I don't do anymore, because I used to beat myself up for doing it. Used to feel like the world's biggest piece of shit every time I would do it.
Oh, masturbate?
No, when I would go into a mom and pop shop, like not a mass company, like a CVS or like a fucking like big chain store, basically. If I look around and I don't want to buy anything, I'd always be like, can I have a business card, please? Or like, what are your hours? Like, what time are you open till? Like, I used to always be like, I'll be back. And I'd never...
because you're a male, because you feel bad for being in there and not getting anything.
So I'd never go back. I think I only stopped doing this, like, in the last 4 or 5 years. But I used to be a real, like, if... I feel so bad that, like...
This man was a serial hope getter-upper.
Like, what's your hours? I get real personal, too. I'm like, okay, 7 p.m. What about tomorrow? And they're like, tomorrow we open at noon, and we're only open till 6.
I'll be back.
And I'm like, all right, listen, I'll probably be back later today, if not tomorrow. But I'm leaning on later
Howard
today.
Voice. He never came back.
Yeah, he didn't. Not only did he never come back, he never entered the store again because out of fear for never coming back.
Exactly. I know all about it.
Listen, if there's a store and I know that store is like, oh, there's great shit here, I'm going to buy something and I'll be back. Okay? If there's nothing going on, you're going to get, you know what? Maybe I bring it back. It's funny.
Oh, don't bring that back.
Do you think post-pandemic it's too cruel?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not bringing it back, but I'm tempted to because it's like, what are your hours? You like start asking questions, and you're like, oh, okay. You take debit card, right? And they're like, yeah, we take debit card. What do you have? I'm like, I have a MasterCard. They're like, oh yeah, you're good. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, yeah, I'm just a great store. Love the store. I'm definitely gonna be back for that thing. And I'd never come back.
Oh,
what a fucking piece of shit. I was the hardest on myself in that deal, I'm like, I have to stop doing this. It's not being a good person. It's being a very bad person.
Whole time, the freaking store employees, they're looking at you thinking,
there's something out of your ass. That's my answer. Yeah, it is something out of your ass.
Okay. They know. The store owners, they know. At the short time I was in sales at the Sunglass Hut.
You know what? I'm going to try a new approach. I'm going to go up to them and be like, I'm not buying anything today. I might not buy anything tomorrow. I think this is just not the best fit for me stock-wise. I'm not feeling the stock at the moment. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm going to hit them now with brutal honesty. It's like, you know what? I came in here with potentially the option of spending some money, decided against it. There's nothing that really spoke to me. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't. That's the truth. I'm not coming back today.
Don't torture them people like that.
So what do you do?
Just don't go in. That's what you do.
Listen to this guy, this fascist
go
over
in.
here. Now don't go in. Now don't even think about supporting them, these small business owners.
If you're not certain that you're gonna get something out of there, look, I understand browsing, but like if you're like Mel, you look it up on the internet first, see what's in there, you know, and then go in there. All right. Anyway, we know about you.
We don't.
Well, I tell you what, we don't know about you, God, because he was speaking in the code of all codes, perhaps, on this song. Talking, you're hit by my element, Great Wall of China, mountain peak holds the globe like vagina.
Well, you know what? I thought he was okay. How about that?
I understood GoldenEye Spy versus Spy. Classic comic, classic game. Probably wasn't talking about the game.
I'm not the biggest You God fan in the world, but I thought he was fine on here. There were other moments this season that he's popped up, and I've been like, go away. Not this time, though.
No,
What's not to like?
this beat.
Beat's the best part.
No.
Black Jesus.
No. That was a decent show on Adult Swim.
I missed
It was
it.
decent.
I know Black.
I only
Who?
got, like,
I know Black Dynamite. Wait, who? I know Black
Another decent
Samurai.
show.
Produced by the Rizzo.
Wow.
Didn't he do the
Well, I
music
know
for that?
Probably.
Black Samurai. Never seen it?
Can't say I have.
This guy. I haven't seen it.
All right, man. You want to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
No. I did note here, Ray has the best verse.
Eh.
To me.
No.
We know about you.
No, we know about him. All right, so
Bust this
Here's-
mic dick and make 3 seeds.
no.
No,
Track 14.
That's my least favorite line in the whole in this whole verse. Not the whole song, but
Wow, homophobic moves.
no, it's just weird and gross.
Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.